Hello everyone and welcome to today's speed build. Today we are building this beauty. I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous with the white and the brown and just the way that the wood is and like the landscaping and stuff. I just love it. I was very happy with how this turned out. It is a 2-bedroom modern home, and I did have an inspiration for this build, but as is the way of the Velvet, I didn't really adhere to it strictly or anything like that. It was just a jumping off point. And the main part of what I liked about this particular inspiration was the front of the building with the enclosed balcony on the second floor. I thought that was really cool, so that's what I wanted to capture in this particular build, was that front area. Now I am building this in Willow Creek on Bargain Bend, and it is a limited pack build, so bear with me. I think it is Growing Together, Get Famous. It's definitely Get Famous because I use the gorgeous clear fencing, the glass fencing that Get Famous has in there. I use that on the balcony, so yeah, I love that fencing. I would use Spa Day, and what else do I use? Oh, Eco Living, obviously, because of the wood on the wood paneling on the house. So I think that might be it, but I could be wrong. I will put it all down in the description below, and if you want to know, you can check it out, or it'll be up on the gallery so you can check it out there and see what packs I use. But I'm pretty sure I've got that just about right, and it is limited pack, so it should be pretty accessible for most people, I hope. That was the idea behind it being a limited pack. And yeah, obviously I use Basegame as well, and I use a bit of debug too, because if you remember back to the picture right at the start of the build, I had a car in the driveway, and the only way to get that in the driveway is to use debug. So yeah, I did use debug, and I did do some landscaping bits and pieces from debug as well. So yeah, here we go. So I've got the basic outline. I've got the basic outline of the house. As you can see there, it's coming together very nicely. I'm quite happy with that. I'm just extending the bottom balcony and wrapping around the house, which I liked a lot better than just having it off to the side. So this is me getting creative with the build and extending past how the inspiration had it as such. So making it more my own as I do. There's some more of that gorgeous fencing going in there. Now the house itself, as I said, it is a 2-bedroom home, and it's not actually a huge home. I think because of the upstairs balcony and the way that it extends from the house, it actually makes the house look a lot bigger than it actually is. So I think this house would be quite comfortable for maybe a family of 3. It's got a double bedroom upstairs and a single bedroom downstairs, so yeah, I don't think it'll be hugely probably hugely good all that good for a larger family or anything like that. I think it'll be quite squishy, but you can do what you like. It's your game, do as you please. So I'm just wandering through the debug menu at the moment, just looking for ideas for the landscaping and what I wanted to do there. So I'm using that round garden thing for the back garden, and I'll actually use it again in the front area as well. And I'm at this stage, I'm just going through and looking at some different options. So I'm in the Get Together debug at the moment, and I found these lovely planters, so these are going into the build. What I have in my head at this point is I was trying to have the pathway kind of outlined is what I wanted to do, and I struggled with the packs that I was using already, so this is why I brought in the Spa Day pack into the limited pack build. As you can see there, it's got like a little lighting thing, like I think you can use it on the bottom of the pool for like making the lanes in the pool. Anyway, I'm using it for outlining the pathway in this particular garden. yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not like you have to stick to the original purpose of what the thing was for. I mean, you can get creative with things. Why not? So I thought about what kind of landscaping I wanted for this particular build, and obviously it is a modern home, and it kind of has like a bit of a townhouse kind of feel to it, I think. So I went for a quite contained, not formal, because I don't think that's quite the right word for it, but I guess I don't know the right word for it. Contained is probably the right word for it, which I've already said. So yeah, it's in a specific place, and this is all that it gets to grow, you know. So I'm trying to explain myself very poorly. So this is the car going into the driveway, and this is me still fussing around with how I wanted to outline that. It just that in the inspiration it had like a cool picture of it had like a nice formal patch of grass in the front area, which I thought was really nice and open and stuff. So I was trying to replicate that, but it was a little bit tricky. It's trickier than I thought. So yeah, continuing on to the back, it's just me trying to work out what trees and stuff I wanted to do. And once again, I was just fiddling around with some of the debug stuff, and I think I must be building in winter or something, or the start of spring. So yeah, because some of the greenery is not so greenery, you know what I mean. So I was just trying to work out some bushes or some flowers or some greenery that would work nicely with the tree and on the round debug little garden, but I was struggling a little bit to find what I wanted. See, I think in the end I looked at that and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's probably too bushy. So took a little while for me to decide on what I wanted to do with these, but I did work it out eventually. And then as you can see, I'm repeating the same round garden in the front area, except I'm putting in some beautiful yellow flowers in there. And once again, it's just got that contained feel to it, as you do with some of the more modern gardens. They're very much, this is your place and this is where you stay. And then I am now looking at a barbecue area around the back. Once again, I'm just sort of looking at fencing, but I thought the glass fencing was more for porches and balconies rather than around the back of a flat area for the barbecue area. So I changed it to that nice Basegame net fencing, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I actually quite like it. I feel it's got quite a modern vibe to it, so I quite often use it in modern builds. And I've got some more of the outline going in around the footpaths. I don't know, I just wanted that for this particular build, and I wish we had more options for outdoor paving with having something that you could, you know, outline paths with. But anyway, I made do. I found something that I could use. So I'm just working on how I'm going to lay out this back area and what's going to go where. And yeah, it took a little bit of fussing around, just trying to decide what I wanted to do, whether or not I wanted to keep that fencing there, if I wanted to have all that greenery around there as well. Yeah, I was quite indecisive about how I wanted to lay all that out. So you'll see me fussing around, see once again all those fences, all the shrubbery is disappearing, and I'm bringing forward the little barbecue area, so it's not so close to the fencing at the back. And yeah, so deleting that and just making the area a little bit smaller as well. And then I'm going to fill in the path. Tra-la-la-la-la. There we go. And then I am thinking about what to do in the little area in behind the porch. And yeah, surprise, surprise, those bushes are going. And then I was like, oh, that's not centered the way that I want. So I'm going to have to redo all the flowers. Should have done it right the first time, and it would save me a little bit of hassle, but there we go. And yeah, then we're going to put some flowers in around this one as well. And I just went with yellow. I no particular reason, it's my favourite colour. So I went with yellow. It's nice and bright and cheerful, and why not? So a little garden going in the back area there. I'm just drawing the outline. There we go. Just getting some little stones there to section off that garden. That's a good way to put it. Section off. And so just working out. Oh, there we go. I'm changing the colour in the front too. So that makes sense. So I've got consistent colour in the garden throughout the house. Working on where the stairs are going to go on the inside. And what door we're going to have at the front. So I went with the growing together door, which is one of my favourite doors. I really like that door. It's a beautiful modern door. Very versatile. I actually realised I was playing around in this house the other day for some reason. I was using it for something, and I realised I didn't put a door on the balcony at the top. Oh, I'm genius, aren't I? So I will go into the gallery and before I upload it and fix that. So there is a door out onto this fabulous balcony I'm building up the top. Oh dear. Yeah. Sometimes the things I do, I have to laugh at myself, otherwise I would cry. And I put some glass around the balcony around the back as well, so it's all safety. So upstairs we've got the one bathroom and one bedroom. I'm pretty sure it's just a one bathroom home as well, so it's only 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. I don't think there's a bathroom downstairs. So yeah, it is small, but I think it's lovely. You don't need to have a ginormous build sometimes. Sometimes a small build is nice. And there is space around the back if you want to add things in and do more stuff around the yard and that sort of thing. So I am just working out where things are going to go and what I'm going to do. So it's pretty straightforward upstairs. I'm going to have that bathroom and the bedroom, so I know what's going to be happening up there. I'm just working on how I want to lay out the furniture on the outside. And I decided to go with an orange vibe for some of the pops of colour. Don't know why, I just, once again, it was one of my favourite colours, and that's just the colour I went with. So we've got yellows and oranges just to brighten up the place a little bit. And now I am just working out how this is all going to go downstairs, where I'm going to put things, and yeah, how I'm going to make it all work, because yeah, as I said, there is not a lot of room in this particular house, so working out how I'm going to make it all fit in and what it's going to look like was a little bit challenging for me. So I've just got these Spa Day kitchen items there. I do like that particular set. I think it's quite lovely, and using the growing together oven as well, and I'm just doing like, that's seasons, isn't it? So I have got the seasons pack in this particular build obviously as well. There we go. And I'm just doing like a little confined seating area for, you know, the living room as such, because there wasn't, like, yeah, as I said, there wasn't heaps of room, and I still wanted to put in another bedroom downstairs. So I was just trying to work out how to make that all still work and still have like a decent flow around the house. So it's a single bedroom downstairs, as I've mentioned, and then the double bedroom upstairs. So that's kind of the basic layout throughout the house. And I am doing like a little bookcase in behind the bed, single bed there, because I had that little nookie nook sticking out, and then just a bit of working around trying to fit like a dresser in, or actually I wanted to put a dresser in as well as a computer, because I thought this could be like a good space for a young adult or a kid. So and I fail this trick every time. I cannot get it to work for me, where you have the table, you shrink it down, and I don't know, I have to relook at how to do it, because I have yet to be able to get it to work for a sim to sit on there and actually be able to do things on a desk. So yeah, I keep failing there. I try, and it's like a perfect spot for that as well, where it's like quite a narrow spot. It'd be quite good to have you know, use that trick in that small space, but no, I did fail that completely, so do not expect to see that in the final build. It didn't work. It didn't work when I did the playthrough, so yeah. Oh well. Such is life, and I don't think those shelves worked either. No, I just couldn't get it to sit properly. There's a certain angle where I just can't get shelves to sit very well, so yeah, it is what it is. Worked around it, got different things that I can do, so I will do those instead. And I did change, I was going to say, I did change that dresser as well, because I mean, I like it, but it just didn't suit the room. The colours, you know? The colours aren't great on that particular, it's the Get Famous wardrobe. And I wish there were more single space wardrobes, like the ones, I want to say Home Decorator Kit has some, but yeah. I wish there were more, like there's only the one single grid Basegame wardrobe or dresser, and I wish there was like at least another one. That would be nice, because that other one, the one in the Basegame is quite traditional, old-fashioned kind of looking, and it'd be nice to have something modern. You know, there's like a tall one, but it's two spaces wide, and I'd like a one space wide one for those smaller builds like this, where you've got to cram things into rooms a little bit. Anyway, I divert. So this room is coming together nicely. I've got plant on top of there, which I'll probably take off that wardrobe because I can never get those to sit quite right. I probably should just do like the Home Decorator Kit, where you put the home decorating shelf there and zip it across, but anyway. I didn't, because it was fussing around with packs and I couldn't. I wanted to stick with my packs that I'd already set up. Windows going in, so we're using the larger wide pane windows and the double layer windows for the kitchen area as well. Those windows are great for modern builds, I find, with kitchens as well. So I'm just working out what I'm going to do for rugs, and I also have to work out what I want to do for colours throughout the house too. But it's pop a blue there, and then what am I going to do with the floor? It's always a good question. I'm going to put some clutter in on the kitchen first. Oh yeah, and it's the new bread that we've recently gotten. It's quite lovely, that as a piece of clutter. I don't think it's edible though, is it? No, it's not edible. It's just decoration, isn't it? Isn't it? Is it? I'm sure it is just decoration. It's not likely that you'd have it in the ability to put it on the bench and it be eatable as well. Edible. Oh dear. Okay, so we have some more decoration into the kitchen, and now I have to work on what I want to do with the floor. So I went with the lighter brown, and it's a light brown on the walls as well. I think there was enough contrast in the colours of the furniture for me to get away with that. I know it sort of gets a bit samey, but yeah, I do feel that there was enough contrast there that I could definitely get away with how that was looking. And here we go upstairs, and once again just putting in the lighter flooring, and what colour do I go for there? Like a light beige in the bathroom with blue walls. And because I love the growing together bathroom stuff, I put that sink in and the mirror, and also the spa day shower, which I absolutely love as well. One of my favourite of the showers. And I'm using blue in the bathroom with the beautiful growing together hand towel, which I once again also really like. Use it all the time. And then going into the master bedroom, just working out how that's all going to go. Just changing around the furniture on the outside there for something in the seasons range. And then onto the master bedroom. Oh yeah, I really like that rug, so I was like, oh no, that needs to be like a bigger rug up in the master bedroom, because I thought that those colours worked really well, because it's the brown, the orange, and the blue. So it's kind of like, oh, dark is so perfect for the colours I'm doing in the house. And you'll see here I'll build away and I don't put a door in going out into the balcony at all. Oh man, sometimes I wonder. I'm a silly Billy. But yeah, definitely carrying through the orange and the blue and the browns into the master bedroom. I'm going to get a more windows in there, rocking chair, which I thought looked really nice in the corner there, although I think I will have to move that so I can put the door in. But that's okay. I will definitely keep the rocking chair because I like that rocking chair. And then I was just working on what I wanted to do with the wallpaper, which can also sometimes be a bit of a challenge. What colour do I go with? And also I was looking at what I wanted to do with a dresser as well without it blocking the way, whether or not I could do that, but I just kind of felt like I couldn't quite get away with the dresser up there in terms of the space. But I thought the shelf looked really good beside the bed there, so I was happy with that choice. Rather have the shelf than the oh no, I want the dresser in the corner. Oh, I must have just been looking at a shelf option then. Oh well, I forgot about the dresser in the corner, silly me. Okay, and then we're going to work on the lighting in there, and I think we're getting pretty close to finish, aren't we? Look at that. So I did use just the Basegame lighting, isn't it? The round one, which again, it's just one of my favourites, simply because I know that it's not going to be a problem, and I'm just putting like a beehive in there, a little bit of gardening, so just to make it practical as well. Swing for the kid. He's going to be living down in the single bedroom there, is the idea. There we go. So let's take a wee tour of what we've done. So we have the debugged little car on the outside, and the trees, and the planters, and yeah, it's all very maintained and contained. But I love like the little trees in the porch area and the pops of orange. I think that was really nice. And I as I said, I do love that colour wood. And I got the little umbrella stand since we were doing seasons, sitting there outside the door. So let's take a look inside. So we've got the beautiful spa day kitchen and the seasons seating. We've got the growing together waffle seating up there, the orange in the bedroom upstairs, and I think I forgot to record oh yeah, there's a single bed down there. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!